Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am back with part 2 of my binder tour. This is for all of the binders that are not 17 related. So if you're interested in seeing my 17 collection, I did already post part 1. You can find that. It's the last video I uploaded. So yeah, that video is very long. It's like an hour long and I was talking a lot. But it's been a very long time since I've filmed one of these. I think the last time I filmed a binder tour was in 2023. So there was a lot to say about my collection since it's been so long. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with my A4 binders, which is only one, and then go to my A5 binders, which I have 5 of them. So let's get started. Starting off with my only A4 binder. This binder is for mostly Jooheon from Monsta X, but I do have a few girl groups at the front. That's why Irene is on the cover and not Jooheon, because all the Monsta X photo cards are in the back just because of the size of them. So yeah, I have a few girl groups in the front. We start with Bol 4. These are all the photo cards that I have. I think I have every single one of their albums. And then I do have some Chobom photo cards. So this is the subunit from A Pink with Bomi and Chorong. And I absolutely loved Copycat so much. And I love the concept of it, loved all of the photo cards. And that's why I decided to collect them. So they're so cute. I love them so much. And then I have one page for Haewon just because she's so freaking adorable, and she's such a mood, she's such a vibe. Every time I see any clip of her, she's just so hilarious. I love her. And then we get into Irene. So I do have some of the other Red Velvet members in here, but I mostly have Irene. And the first page is they're like solos. I don't think this one's from a solo. Yeah, this one's from Birthday, but it kind of matched, so I put her here. But yeah. Then we have more Irene, some of the holiday trading card. These are the holiday trading cards, some album photo cards, mostly album photo cards, and then I have a few pre-order benefits like this one. This page, these photo cards are so adorable. I love Irene's photo cards so much. And I used to always pull her. Like, I have Red Velvet's, I think, whole collection at this point. I don't have like every single version of every single album, but I do have at least one of each album. And when I used to buy albums and not collect, I used to always pull either Irene or Wendy. So that's why I have so much Irene in here, because she is my bias. So I ended up just keeping all of those. But yeah, we have a couple more. This one's a pub as well. Super adorable. And a page with Soigi and Yeri. And one little Irene over here. And then these are from like her photo book event. And then I think these are all from the season's greetings. And this is from Irene's solo album. And another one from the solo album. And then Sogi's solo album. And their second album as a duo. Yeah, and then we get into the bulk of this binder, which is Jooheon's collection. And again, the reason Jooheon's in the back and not in the front, even though this is the majority, is because if you know Monsta X photo cards, they are wider than standard photo cards, so they do require their own like larger pages. I recently changed my whole collection to the smaller pages, so that it's a, you know, tight fit and you don't see a bunch of space around the photo cards and they don't move as much. But I obviously can't do that with Jooheon, so he's still in my old pages. But yeah, I have almost all of his album photo cards. I'm missing one from the latest album. So yeah. But yeah, I do collect all of Jooheon's album photo cards, so that is almost up to date. And then I do have a few other photo cards sprinkled in around here. Like, I think these are from some tour photo cards, like maybe the Connect tour or something like that. And then I do have some. I don't have all of his unit photo cards just because I'm not the biggest fan of unit photo cards. So I do have a few that I really like and that help me complete like the 7-card layout. But other than that, I don't really have that many. And I think this is his like US press for, was it We Are Here or, yeah, We Are Here. Follow this. This is one of my all-time favorites. I love these photo cards so much. Yeah, absolutely adore the blue hair on Jooheon. We have some of his Kino photo cards as well. I do think I have all of his Kino photo cards, so. And then I have some pre-order benefits sprinkled in, like if I didn't do all the unit cards, I just put some pre-order benefits in. This is for Love Killa. Is that correct? Yeah. Well, Fatal Love is the album, but Love Killa is the title track. One of my favorite songs of theirs, and the Do I Make You Anxious? Oh my god, I needed Jooheon in this outfit. And so yeah, here these two are from, I think, a We Are Here tour or something like that. I don't know. This is from One of a Kind. I don't think these are from One of a Kind, but it fit the page, so I just put it there, I think. Honestly, it's been a very long time since I've gone through Jooheon's collection because it doesn't grow as quickly because he came back from the military not too long ago. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been collecting Jooheon just because he was obviously enlisted. And then on top of that, I've been up to date for a while. So there was just nothing new to add. So it's been a while since I've looked back at all of his photo cards, but absolutely adore them. I love this one with the blue like painted background. I love that one so much. And then this is where I'm still working on it. I'm missing his Unknown version, which is in this same outfit. I think that's the only album photo card that I'm missing. And then I did buy from Makestar, but I did not pull him. So I do have Chaeyeon and Minhyuk up for trade. And then I think I have Minhyuk for this version of the album. So if anybody wants to trade me and has Jooheon, that would be fantastic. And then I recently traded with a friend in person for this one. So that was really nice that I was able to meet up with her in person and trade for this one because I knew that this was going to be the hardest one to find. And as you can see, I bought quite a few of this version and I did not pull him. I had a dupe of Changyun. And then I have a few more here, and then I'm going to have his unit card with I Am down here, and I'm still looking for his unit card with Hyungwon. I'm trading with another friend, actually a mutual friend of the other one, of the other friend, for his unit photo card with I Am, and then I'm just missing the one that everybody wanted, the pink and blue wigs. So I know that one's gonna be harder to find, but I do have quite a few unit photo card options to trade for that one. So hopefully I can find it at some point and not have to pay too much for it. And then in the back, I have gotten quite a few of their solo albums and subunit releases. So I do have some Chaeyeon photo cards in here. I have Wonho's, I think this is from the first album. Yeah, Love Synonym. His debut like solo album. I pulled this one. It was the very last digipack or like jewel case that was in the store, in my local K-pop store, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try my luck. Opened it and pulled Bread Chaeyeon, and I'm so freaking happy. I was like over the moon when that happened. And then I have quite a few of Jooheon's Lights photo cards from his debut solo. I don't have all of them because at some point I was just like, this binder's getting too full. I need to start cutting back a little bit. So I did sell the ones that I wasn't super in love with. Obviously, this concept with the blue hoodie, I needed to keep. That was a no-brainer. Same with the flowers and the little teddy bears. I desperately needed to keep these. They're so cute. Also, stickers on the face. Of course, I needed to keep these. And then these are his, God, I can't remember what these three are from, what brand it's from, but the top and bottom are from Born Champs. And some of his best photo cards are with his like collab with Born Champs. And I think he's had like 4 rounds. I have all of them. I can't remember what this brand was. Does it say it on the back? Spow. Obviously needed it because of the clear glasses and because of the bucket hat. So these came as sets if you like bought some merch, or I don't know if it was like if you bought like a certain amount from the stores when he did the collabs. But yeah, I'm up to date with them, so that's really exciting because these are some of my favorite photo cards of his, like the sunglasses one, the one with the little fuzzy hat. Like, come on, these are some of his best work. This one, oh my god, absolutely adore it. These are not related to the Born Champs. I think one is like a Season's Greetings, and some are like fan concerts. Yeah, these two are fan concerts. So these two are fan concerts, and then this one's a Season's Greetings. Yeah, and then I have some random young ones in the back because he's my bias wrecker. So and I have all the ones where he looks like he's wet. I don't know why, I just ended up getting those. And then obviously, like, come on, him pinching his cheeks. Look at his little cheek, like, it's so cute. Desperately needed them. And so then that moves me into the Shono and Hyungwon subunit. So I did host like very minor small group orders for some of these photo cards. I did get a few from different stores, and then I did cut back quite a bit on this collection just because, again, this binder is so full and it's mostly jooheon anyway, so I was trying to be a little cutthroat. And then I do have Hyungwon's I Am's Off the Beat album, so that's that one. And then I think this is another Season's Greetings that I didn't know where to put, so he ended up there. But yeah, that is it. And then I was just like chilling in the back. But yeah, that's it for this binder. Let's move on to my A5 binders. Starting off with this A5 binder, this is my seeun collection from Stacy. I was collecting her pretty fully for a while, and then my collection just dropped off, and I started focusing on some of my other collections more, and at some point I was just like, this is too much, like I'm collecting way too much, I need to cut down, I need to be more strict about what I decide to collect. So this is a collection that has been downsized quite a bit, but it still fits really well in an A5 binder, and that's how I want to keep it. This collection is not going to be growing anymore. There's like one empty slot, so I might get like one more photo card of hers, but I don't really envision this collection growing any further. I've just kept all my favorite photo cards of hers, and there are a few like from other members like Jay and Seung. Like, I think I may have like at least one of each of the members in here, but it's mostly seeun. So going all the way back to So Bad, we have a lot of her photo cards. This era, Stay Dumb, with the title track that was ASAP, my all-time favorite. I absolutely adore all of the photo cards, and I really miss this era. Like, this era is why I chose to start collecting Stacy, because I just loved it so much. And yeah, it's been a while since we've seen photo cards like these, I feel like. And it may just be me not knowing, not being into other groups, but yeah, I really miss this because these are super adorable. I just love the concept so much. They're so cute. Like, look at her pinching her little cheek. Princess Isa. Oh my god. I remember when I saw that this photo card existed, I wanted it so badly. And I ended up somehow getting 2 of them, and I was able to trade for the bunny sumin, and I was like so freaking excited. And then I did get this bucket hat Isa from a group order. So happy that I got these. And then obviously I needed seeun with her little cherries. Oh my gosh, some of my favorite photo cards ever, and a lot of them were hollow for that era, which I absolutely loved. And then we have some Young Love. When I saw this unit photo card, this one, honestly, I paid more than I probably should have for it, but look how adorable this unit photo card is. And like I've said, I am not the biggest fan of unit photo cards, so yeah, this one really stole my heart. Then we have more Young Love. I loved, obviously, I needed the Horanghae seeun. So I have almost all of her album photo cards except for her newer releases, and then I think I ended up parting ways with some of the ones that I just didn't really like that much from the older eras. So at one point in time, I did have all of her album photo cards, but I don't anymore. I love this one so much. When they do the doodles, and they haven't, I don't think they've done it in a while, but they used to always do like little doodles with some of their pops, like from Makestar or Apple Music. This seeun, so adorable. The little pom-pom earrings, oh my gosh. We Need Love is another era that I really, really, really loved the aesthetic of. I personally really liked this comeback. I know that it's not a lot of people's favorite, but I personally really liked it. Oh, little monkey, the blush, oh my gosh. These are just, God, girl group photo cards are just like the cutest things I've ever seen in my life, honestly. They're super, super adorable. Like all of these. These are from a Japanese release. Which one was it? Was it Poppy? I think these are from Poppy. Oh my god, the bows in the hair. Obviously, I desperately needed these. And the little yellow vest, super cute. Love these so much. I mean, come on. They're just so adorable. And then I had this one and I saw Suman's and I was like, oh my god, these would go so perfectly together. These are from Teen Fresh. And this is where I started, like, my collection started dwindling. Then we do have some from Metamorphic. This is the empty spot that I have that I do want to eventually get a photo card to put here just to round out the page. But for now, it's just empty until I actually dig deep and look at her photo cards to see which one I want to get. But yeah, then we get into some of her like non-album photo cards. So I think this is like the light stick one. I think these are from a.c.e.'s Greetings. I cannot remember what this one is from. Maybe a photo book. Yeah, this is from like the plushie, the bracelet. I do have the bracelet. And this is from her magazine. And this one's also from her magazine. And that is it. That is my seeun collection as it stands today. Again, it's not really going to be growing other than that one photo card that I'm going to get. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. It's super adorable. And I do treasure this collection a lot and really do love it. So yeah, it's just going to stay like this. And I think that's really beautiful as is. Moving on, this is my chaeyeon collection. I think I may have done a video where I was putting away some of her photo cards, but I feel like I don't really ever talk about my chaeyeon collection. I absolutely fell in love with her when she had her debut as a solo artist with Hush Rush. I just absolutely adore that album. It's one of my favorite albums. I love every single song on it. I loved the concept. I loved the photo cards. I loved the outfits. Just everything about it, the sound of it, like everything about it was just like, I fell head over heels in love with it. So at some point in time, I decided that I just wanted to collect her because I loved that album so much. So I do have every single one of her album photo cards for Hush Rush. I also have, I think every single one of her photo cards from the merch. I don't have all the pobs. I basically only got the ones that were in the outfits from the album because those are the ones that I liked the most. And then I do also even have like some of the like harder to find photo cards. Like I do have all of the first press Kinos, all the Kino photo cards, and the like if you spent like 30,000 won or more, that kind of photo card. I can't remember what the exact number was, but I think there were like 3 that were that benefit. Anyway, I have almost everything except for her broadcasts. And that is one that I've still been looking for. So yeah, I mean, these are just so adorable. The garlic, the wine, and then the cross and the muffin. Like, come on, these are super cute. Love these so much. So yeah, I have a space for the Hush Rush broadcast, the one that is in this outfit. That's the one that I want the most. Her broadcast was 3 regular photo cards and then 3 Polaroids. So I do have space for one of the 3. The other 2 I'm fine with not ever getting, but desperately want to get that one. The pink in the back. Love it. And I just love that I was able to organize this collection so well, where the concept is very consistent in each page. The fluffy pink hat that everybody wanted, loved it so much. This I think is like an Everline photo card. It's definitely like a pre-order benefit with the little headset, and oh my god, just these were top tier. This one's probably like my least favorite concept, but even so, like, love having it in here. Those are super cute. All sunglasses. And then I do have the space for the 3 Polaroids because I do like those a lot, and those are also in the outfits from the album. And then we move on to everything else. So the first half, or like 2/3 of it, is Hush Rush, and then the rest is just like some of her other photo cards. So when she was in Eyes One, I did buy a couple of their albums. I pulled this one. I pulled both of these. And I just never got rid of them because I loved them so much. So when I started collecting her, it was just a no-brainer to keep them in my collection. And then these are from Over the Moon, if I'm not mistaken. These are from from Move Street. I can't remember. I think it is from Move Street as well. It's just one of the pre-order benefits. And then we have a couple of more. These are super cute. All the hearts, just so adorable. Like, girl group photo cards are honestly top tier. And then I did get Showdown, but there's one photo card that I am still looking for. I'm just not in a hot rush to get it. It's the same outfit, it's just a different pose. And then one of my favorite pages, the watermelon plushie. I just bought directly from Makestar during the Showdown era to get these. And then I got this one with the birthday PC holder from somebody that was selling it on Instagram. It was a full set, so I just got that one because I thought it was really cute. And I think it rounds out this page pretty well. So yeah, this is my little chaeyeon collection. I know not a lot of people collect her, so yeah, but I'm very happy with it. This is my last official girl group collection. So this binder is for the Sserafim, and I do have a few katseye photo cards in the back that I just haven't moved into a separate binder. But yeah, this is mostly the Sserafim, and eventually I will move katseye out so that it's only the Sserafim. But yeah, okay. My friend got me Yoonjin's D-Icon for my birthday when it was released. Hello. Literally my favorite photo cards ever, I think. Like, I just 10 out of 10. This needed to be my first page because I love it so much. And then her unit is with Unche, which I absolutely love her so much. Oh my gosh. When I bought the Fearless album, I pulled Kaswa, and I was so happy about that. And then I found these for a really good price, and I love Yoonjin so much. So happy that I was able to add these to my collection. And then we have Anti-Fragile. We have, I think this is Fearless, but the Japan release. Super cute with all the pink. Then we have Unforgiven. And then these are not from Unforgiven, but they match the look of these photo cards so well that I just put them in here. I think this was like a membership, like renewal set. And then I think this one's from Anti-Fragile, but again, I put it here because she has the space buns just like Yoonjin, so I thought it would look really nice on this page. And I think this is Unforgiven, but the Japan release. So, and then obviously another unit photo card. If I have a unit photo card, it's because it's super, super adorable and I need it in my life. More from that Japanese release. And then we get into, what was this? Hot? No. Easy? Maybe Easy. I don't know why I'm looking at it is Easy, okay. I was gonna say, I don't know why I'm looking at the back if like the backs never show it. And I pulled the one photo card that does actually say Easy on the back. Hello. Obviously needed this page because it's absolutely stunning. Yoonjin's photo, oh my god. All of their photo cards are just absolutely stunning always. Absolutely love them. I did so much for the Easy era. I went a little crazy. Look how like just squishable she is. This is just, yeah, this is just me fawning over these photo cards. Super cute. This is Crazy Era. I loved the fairy floss concept. Super cute. And then we get into Hot. And I just put this one in here just because I liked how it looked on this page. But I did help my friend secure Sakura's like crochet merch, and I ended up getting one of these for myself. So that's the photo card from that one because I wanted it for my dolls. The little hat. This is all from Hot. Super cute. Loved these sets. These are from like the tin, and then I think I did like the tin and then one of the album photo cards or one of the pops that was from the same outfit. Like, oh my gosh, this one's super cute. And then we get into Spaghetti. This one's not from Spaghetti. These are still from Hot. This one's from Spaghetti. Loved it. The compact version for this album, the little magazine covers, oh my gosh, I got the full set because I just needed it. I loved it so much. And then I also got like the Apple Music pre-order benefits that came with it. And one of their latest, is this from Different maybe? From their Japanese release? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm trying to escape the sun, so had to move over a little bit. But this is my tiny little cat's eye collection. Love Daniela a lot. So you're gonna see that I have claimed her quite a bit because my friend hosts all the time for Katseye and sserafim. She is my plug for these. I just want to round out this page with Bride Danny. So I think the t-shirt's the only other photo card other than like the one where you like spend a certain amount. So figured I'd try to get the t-shirt one, and then we have the rest of the members here, and Lara was at the front. So but yeah, super cute. Love these photo cards. Let's move on to the next binder. This is my only A5 binder that is for a Hey boy group collection, and it is for Junhee from a.c.e. So this first page is really special because I recently went to his tour, his first solo tour in the United States. I went to the Durham stop, and it was so amazing. I started this collection when I saw a.c.e. in New York 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? I think 2 years ago at this point, or like 1.5 because it was like in June. And I had already been listening to their music, liked their music, but I saw them in concert and I absolutely fell deeply in love with them. I love their music so much. So yes, I was extremely sad when they disbanded, especially knowing that the guys would have preferred to stay together if they had the choice, but they needed to do what was best for everybody, and I think their time just came to an end with their record label, with their company. So it is what it is, but when I saw the opportunity to support Junhee, I knew that I was going to do everything that I could to support him. So I did go to the tour stop. I did end up getting a selfie with him. So obviously I have put an emoji over my face, but I did take a selfie with him, have it here, and I've blurred this one out because it's a signed Polaroid that I bought at the concert. And then this is one of the photo cards that they had laid out that you could purchase at the concert as well. So this is going to be my like little Junhee shrine. And then I do have one of his photo cards from his Tokyo fan meeting, his like solo Junhee's Tokyo fan meeting on the way from Bai. So that's what's gonna go here. But yeah, this is, I figured would be really fitting and good first page for this collection. And I do need to make a cover, but I got rid of all of my like extra albums, so I don't have any extra like empty albums that I'm willing to tear up anymore. So eventually I'll make a cover for him, but I just don't have one right now. And I don't just have Junhee, I have a few other photo cards from other members. My friend used to collect them very heavily and used to join fan signs for them. So I got actually a lot of these photo cards from her, from like her collection that she doesn't, photo cards that she's not collecting anymore. So yeah, these are all pops from some of the older eras. We have some higher photo cards, some changer photo cards. And then immediately get into My Girl because, like I said, I got really into them after their New York tour. The Rewind tour, the New York tour, the New York concert from the Rewind tour. I'm sorry, I'm like mixing up my words at this point. But yeah, so the majority is from like then on. I just have not gone back to collect any of his album photo cards from the previous eras. I don't know if I will or not, honestly. That I'm just gonna feel that one out. But I do have a lot of the My Girl photo cards, album photo cards. This one's super cute. Oh my gosh. And then obviously with his little dog. So I have a lot of those, and I have a few of the fan sign photo cards. Again, my friend was joining the fan signs, so yeah, have quite a few of those that I purchased from her. And then we get into, I think these are from like the tour. So when I was there, my friend had also gotten into the in-person fan sign. So we were next to like, I think it was K-pop Nada or something like that was doing that fan sign. And we like purchased stuff there, so you got like the full set. I think when you checked in, if you like posted on social media, on Twitter or something like that, you also got like a full set of photo cards. So we did all the things. So that's where a lot of these like sets back here, tour sets, come from. And I have 4 of the members because Junhee is on his own page. So yeah, I can't remember what exactly each set was from, but if you have any questions, feel free to just leave a note in the comments and with this timestamp, and I'll look it up and let you know what each photo card is from. And then some of these, like these are from the trading card sets from like the merch that you could purchase at the concert. So are these and this one. Those are like the 3 sets that they did. And then Junhee's on his own page. Super cute. And then I think this is from the season's greetings. Or maybe it's a pub, I can't remember. I think it is, no, these are from definitely the season's greetings. And then some of the pre-order benefits. I actually don't have Junhee for this, but it's because I was joining my friend's friend because she was hosting for Piñata. And I really do love Chan and Donghoon, which, you know, he changed his name to Jooheon now. But I did get these. I obviously, Junhee was always claimed when I was claiming from her group orders. So I don't have any Junhee, but I'm really happy with these as well. I do have this one that my friend got me. The Kirby hats, oh my gosh, super, super adorable. And then some Piñata photo cards at the very back. And that is it for my Junhee collection. So, you know, at some point I may be compelled to go back and collect some of his album photo cards from like the previous eras, but those albums are obviously out of print at this point, and I know it's going to be hard to find some of them. So we'll see what I do with that, but let's move on to the final binder. Okay, very last A5 binder. This is just a catch-all for any groups that I've collected at some point and then, you know, downsize their collection, or just random albums that I've purchased because I really like them and wanted them in my collection. And so I only have like one album of this group or this person. And so this is basically my catch-all for that. I've downsized a lot and I feel like I still need to do a little bit of work in here, but yeah. And then I don't have a cover for this one because again, this is just like a catch-all. It's a miscellaneous binder. So I do have quite a few twice at the front because I, at some point, had their whole discography, all the versions. But at some point, I just started, again, focusing on other collections. And this one was just one of the ones that I decided to part ways with. So I have a lot of their photo cards up for sale, but I did keep some of my favorite ones. I did get Sana's photo book, and I still have that, and I do not plan on selling her photo book. Absolutely loved it. And then we have, I think these are from Between 1 and 2. Nayeon's solo album photo cards. This one's from her first one. Love it. These so much. And then from Jihyo's solo album Zone. And then these are from like the Digipack. And then this one's also from Jihyo's Zone. That's just how I have it split up. And then I have a few Nayeon photo cards from, I think these are Summer Nights. And these are Summer Nights and What Is Love. Another What Is Love, this one, Twice-to-gram, and then Feel Special, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, these are just some of my favorite ones. Obviously, you know, anything with a cherry, I'm going to be keeping. These are from Ready to Be Formula of Love. If I remember correctly, I'm like working off of memory. It's been a while since I've bought any Twice albums, so more and more. Ooh, Formula of Love as well, maybe? Question mark? I can't remember. And then more and more as well. And then I have a few Dreamcatcher photo cards. I do have a few of their limited versions from some of their albums. But yeah, I pulled this one. I traded for this one at a trading event. Pulled this one and somehow eventually was able to find this one that everybody wanted with the little octopus. I absolutely adore it. More photo cards should be like this, please. And then I have some chaeyeon. So I love chaeyeon, obviously. I have her own collection. My bias in a.c.e has always been chaeyeon, so obviously I have a few of her photo cards. Needed the cherry PC, obviously. And I actually pulled this one in the only gold album that I purchased. And I still can't believe that. My luck was on my side that day. Then I have a few Vivis photo cards. Actually, no, this was, sorry, I said Vivis, but this was actually from like their single G-Friend like comeback that they did after they disbanded. I forgot about that. And then I have some junhee. This is from her latest album. I have a few Kepler photo cards, some Giotto photo cards. Just love the pink vibes. More Kepler. Some New Jeans. I have Sejong, Yujin from Eyes 1. I know that she's in IVE right now, but I'm saying that this photo card is from when she was in Eyes 1. Dami is not with the rest of the Dreamcatcher photo cards, but it just fits here. And then Oh My Girl. And then we have two, I think this is Wonyoung, and then Taeyeon. And the last bit of the Wiki Mickey photo cards that I have. These were actually pops and they were like oversized, and I trimmed them down to fit in these pocket pages. And then we get into the boy group section of this. So I have a few of the boys photo cards. When I see a cherry, you know that I need it. Really love Sangyeon. So I did get a few of his photo cards at some point. And we have some of the fantasy photo cards. I really loved this album. I think this was part 3, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. We have some ZB1 photo cards. My friend ults ZB1 and even, so I've joined some of her group orders, you know, to help her with fan sign entries. So that's where I've gotten most of these. I also just really wanted the keychains, so that's where I got this one. And yeah, just one more page of ZB1, and then these are some even photo cards, again, helping my friend with her fan sign attempts. Then we have a few a.c.e.'s photo cards. I absolutely loved a.c.e.'s like first couple of eras, like the EP 1, 2, 3, Finn, and then Answer, like 5 Answer eras. That's when I really fell in love with their music, and then I kind of just like, you know, got into other interests, got into other groups, and kind of moved away from that. So these are from Finn and Answer, ? And then the rest are from like newer releases that I've just kept. Yeah, I don't really have that much left anymore from a.c.e.'s. I only have one page of Stray Kids left. Really, really, really loved their Maxident album. I will say that that was, oof, so good. And then I think this is the only like 5-star photo card that I have. BTS. I never talk about BTS, but BTS was the second group that I got into K-pop. The second group that I got into when I got into K-pop. This is the very first photo card that I ever pulled from any album. Very first album that I bought was Love Yourself Her. And I pulled this Taehyung, and Jimin was my bias, and I remember pulling this Taehyung, and just screaming because I loved it so much and I didn't expect myself to react that way. So I would never, ever, ever get rid of this photo card. Like, this holds a very special place in my heart because it was the very first K-pop album that I ever purchased. We have some EXO. Xiumin was my bias. Astro, Jinjin was my bias. And then some UNB, which I don't know if anybody really knows about UNB, but yeah, I have Fyldog, Yoonjin, Uijin, Chan, who is an ace, and June. And Junhee was in the unit participating as well. So yeah, it's kind of full circle moment. Fyldog was my bias. I love him and I still follow him as an artist. So yeah, that's the last page. Just a little bit of lore of like all the stuff that I've gotten into that I never really talk about in this on this channel, because obviously my alt is S-Coops and my alt group is 17, and that's what I focus on the most. But yeah, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed getting a little bit of insight into the other collections that I've had in the past and some of the artists that I've listened to that I've purchased albums of, just because I think it's a cool little tidbit to know about people, like when they have very strong alts, what other groups they actually do listen to and low-key really like. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. This video ended up being longer than I anticipated, but that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.
우리 똥철이 볼빵빵했죠?